Khamzat is legit. That's a real fight. That's a real fight for Khamzat because Whittaker's a big dude. He's a big, beefy 185, former champion. Both guys started at 170. That's a real 185er as opposed to they gave him Kamaru Usman, and Kamaru didn't have a chance to prepare for that. He had 10 days. That's not enough time. I mean, I don't know what kind of shape he was in. Couldn't really test. He's always in shape. But famously, Kamaru has bad knees, like real bad knees. So I don't know how hard he was training, whether or not he prepares. Like maybe he only sacrifices his knees during training. I don't know. But I know he was winning in the third round. I mean, Kamaru, if that was a 5-round fight, who knows how the fuck that fight would have went. And, obviously Kamaru's world championship caliber, the best welterweight of all time by most people's accounts. And it's not enough time. Not enough time to get a guy like that to prepare for Khamzat. But at least we got a chance to see what Khamzat looks like against a world-class, world championship caliber fighter. So this is a big one. This is Robert Whittaker with plenty of time to prepare. A guy who is just as legit as they get. Just beat Paulo Costa. That's a good fight. I like that.
Yo, wagwan my people. Before we dive into today's juicy MMA news, I gotta say something, See, I'm a video editor by profession. I started off this channel by making documentaries, little shorts, because MMA is something that I'm obsessed with, man. Like I'm like absolutely fanatic, like a kid in a candy store. I'm like,
I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it.
So I started this channel doing that, and by the supports of you lot, like I got monetized within 7 weeks, which was a big achievement for me, like. But you know what? I felt like something was missing. Like, I just don't want my channel to be just a cash cow or an automated channel where someone is just using AI voice making these videos. Because it gets number. Not gonna lie, I was making some proper numbers there, but I still felt like it wasn't authentic enough. Like, that's why I decided that I'm gonna do like these little analysis breakdowns, say what I have to say about the sports, what's happening in the whole situation with the combat sports. So I decided to make these videos, So now I gotta give a big shout out to all my homies who've been backing me up and dropping them nice comments on my videos, you get me? But then you got these slide-ons throwing shade, Like, you lots can jog on, to be honest. Like, you can do one.
Do one.
If you've got a problem with the mask, the way I speak, the accent, whatever, brother, nobody's forcing you to watch my videos, Because for me, I'm all about building a community on this platform. Sure, I could be churning out the numbers with documentaries and like them shorts, and I can still get the voiceover AI that can sound like really crisp, like, oh my days, look at me with the American accent so everyone can understand me. But I want to connect with my audience, you feel me? So like, if you're just here for the docs and the shorts, you can skip this one. Like, no need to spew hate, man. It's all about love, come on.
Really, it's all about love.
The world's already gone to shit, so like, if you don't like my videos, bruv, move on. But if you're down for the long ride, give yourself a pat on the back, because I appreciate you lot, And big shout out to my main Donny here, who dropped the nicest comments on my last video, and you're the real MVP, man. Like, you motivated me to come back with some more fire content, and for that I salute you. But enough with the chit chat, let's get into the MMA madness. And to start off, I'm just gonna play the latest video that my guy Dana White threw out. Like, bro, he threw a bomb. Saudi Arabia card, and bro, it's stacked. It is stacked, So before we go forward, let's play this video, and then we're gonna break it down, talk about the fights, tell you my picks. So let's go.
What's up, guys? Here with another announcement. On Saturday, June 22nd, we'll be going to Saudi Arabia. Our first fight in the kingdom will be a fight night that will air live and free on ABC. And the main event will be former middleweight champion Robert Whittaker versus 13-0 undefeated Khamzat Chimaev to see who will be the #1 contender for the UFC middleweight championship. The co-main event, the #3 ranked knockout artist Sergei Pavlovich versus the #6 ranked Alexander Volkov. Also, Kevin Gastelum will be taking on Daniel Rodriguez. We've got Johnny Walker versus Volkan Oezdemir. Undefeated 12-0 Sharaputdin versus Ihor Potieria, who has 15 of his 20 wins coming by first round finish. This card is going to be badass from top to bottom. It's going to be historic. It's our first ever show from the kingdom. Tickets go on sale soon, so make your plans for UFC Saudi Arabia, June 22nd, live and free on ABC.
The first fight that caught my eyes, Sergei the Bullet Magomedov and Ihor Potieria. Both these guys, they look like they just stepped out of the same multiverse, man. What is this, bro? Honestly, I can't tell them apart. And now, when it comes to picking a winner, I gotta roll with the Russian, bro. Them guy, bro, he's got the kicks, he's got the weird technical striking. I think his kicks are like top notch from what I saw from his last fight and from what I saw from his previous fights. And that guy is crazy, bro. Like, have you seen his videos, man? Like, when he beat someone up for kissing his girlfriend or something, like, bro, what's wrong with you, man? You need to relax a little bit, you get me? And then the one eye, bro, like, he looks like straight off a Marvel movie, like a villain or something. And Ihor, man, he ain't been cutting it. Like to be honest, he's been getting smoked in bare fights, innit? Like, sure, like, Ihor's got some good striking, but only against low tier competition. Like, you get me? Even in his last scrap, he looks shaky. Like, meanwhile, Cher's stand-up game is straight fire, bro. Like, he's striking clean as a whistle. He needs to work on it on his ground game. Not gonna lie, that takedown defense, you know, he needs to work on it. But saying that, I think the guy said he's gonna get it done. And I feel like his defense is improving. Like, all these Russian guys, they have like this one thing that is off the chart. Like Khabib, when he came out, bro, was like his wrestling was top notch, but his striking was, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it was something else. It was like the eighth wonder, bro. Man was really bad with his striking, but same with Sarah. If he gets his ground game a bit up. He's got mad skill with his legs, and his striking is proper though. His combos, you know, like, they're pretty good. So when it comes to throwing hands, I feel like Sarah is the one to watch. So if he lands clean, he could even put Ihor on his backside, you know. Like, just watch his last scrap with Silva if he ain't convinced, you know. But yeah, I'll pick Sergei on this one, you know. Sergei Magomedov, the bullet, you know, the bullet. Pow! So next up, I've got Johnny Walker and Volkan Oezdemir. And this is going to be an intense fight, yeah? Now, first things first, we got to address the elephant in the room, blood. Like, trying to say Volkan Oezdemir and Alexander Volkov in the same breath, it's like trying to untangle Christmas lights. It's like a right bloody nightmare, mate.
Hi, I'm Barbara Jean or BJ. Either way, it's a mouthful.
Like, all these guys on this card, it's a struggle to say their name on good, but we'll get there. We'll try to get there, you get me? Now check this, like, Johnny Walker is stepping into the octagon with Volkan the Demolition Man Oezdemir. He's coming off of a loss, bro, like, when he got his ass kicked, you know, by Magomedov and Kalaev. We all remember the first fight that he had in with Magomedov and Kalaev, and it was in the desert, and man was lost. He was like, am I in a desert or something, bro? He was lost in it. I hope that doesn't happen again in this fight. I don't think like the Middle Eastern water suits Johnny Walker that much, but yeah, it's gonna be a cracking fight. It's gonna be like watching a lion tussle with a grizzly bear, like, when it comes to these two. Now Johnny's got more of a dynamite in his fist, like, he got that knockout power, and he's very unorthodox with his fighting style. But Volkan's like that old reliable Nokia phone, man. Basic, but it gets the job done, innit? And let's not forget that Johnny's chin been hit more times than a punching bag at the gym, you know. I mean, the man's been knocked out more than a light switch in a rave. We all remember that knockout where he was just folding like with his hands up, like, that was a mad knockout still. I'm gonna play out here, bro. It was funny as hell. I still like that video stays in my head rent free, you know. So my prediction, I'm putting my money on Volkan's to plant a bomb on Johnny's chin, like he's defusing a ticking time bomb. It's gonna be lights out for Johnny, let's be honest. But yeah, let's see. Now I'm gonna quickly run over Kevin Gastelum, also on the card, looking to bounce back after being tapped out by Sean Brady. He's up against Daniel Rodriguez. He's been out of action for a hot minute, and Kelvin needs that win, bro. Like, he's been on a slide lately. But Rodriguez ain't no pushover neither. The brother got some awkward striking, so Kelvin better be on his A game. Because if he lose this one, bro, I don't know how good his future is in the UFC. Because, bro, like, he's been on the down and down for a while now. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what he comes up with. But this one, it's gonna be a hard call. But I think Daniel Rodriguez might win. That's what I think on this one. Alright, so let's dive into the co-main event of this matting. You know, it's Sergei Pavlovich versus Alexander Volkov. Now, brace yourself, because this is going to be more intense than trying to navigate through the Sydney City tunnels, you know. So first off, let me tell you, I'm putting my money on Sergei Pavlovich to knock Alexander Volkov, you know. I know that Sergei lost from Tom Aspinall, but come on, man, we're talking about Tom Aspinall. Man moves like a lightweight when he's heavyweight, bro. Like, he's nimble with his feet, so I'm not gonna bring him down too much from his last fight, you get me? Now Volkov, like, he's like a big old skyscraper, you know, standing tall and firm, but Pavlovich, he's like a wrecking ball, man, ready to demolish anything in this path, yeah? And let me tell you, like, when Pavlovich hits you, it's gonna feel like getting smacked by a brick wall. Even though, like, Volkov is tall in that ball, like, you know, I still think when it comes to the sheer power, Pavlovich have it all day. Volkov got them strong arms, and he's probably weighing in at more stones than the Stone Age, you get me? But that doesn't mean jack when you're facing off against Pavlovich raw power. I mean, the man's got hands like sledgehammers, bro. Now, don't get me wrong, Volkov's gonna come out swinging like he's trying to knock down a tree with his bare fist. But Pavlovich ain't gonna be phased, you know. Like, he's gonna eat them punches and he's gonna come back, like, you know, he's got a good chin. And he's gonna be hitting harder than a wrecking ball on steroids. I'm not saying that he's taking steroids though. Don't take my word for it. Nobody in UFC takes steroids, you get me? Everyone's clean.
Nate, were you surprised that John Jones tested positive?
Everybody's on steroids.
Let's talk tactics from, like, Pavlovich may look like a Wallman slugger, but that's not just part of his game plan. Soon as he smells blood, he's on like a hungry lion on a gazelle. He's gonna be all over Volkov like a bloody rush, you know. Now don't sleep on Volkov. He's a tough bloke. Like, he's gonna give Pavlovich a run for his money early on. But mark my words, bro. It's only a matter of time before Pavlovich catches him with a bomb. And Volkov's just seeing stars in it. So my official pick for this one would be Sergei Pavlovich to knock out Alexander Volkov. Like, if you're gonna think about his last fight with Tom Aspinall, he's a different breed. But anyone else, you know, like, I still think my guy Sergei gets it done. So let's talk about the main event. It's all about that fire clash between Robert Whittaker versus Khamzat Chimaev. It's like you thought your non-Sunday roast was lit, you know. Wait till you hear this, like, come on. First off, man, Robert Whittaker, man, he's not new to the game. At this point, he's a veteran, you know. He's defending his stuff like he's defending his Rolex, innit, like, in the ends. We've seen him dance around the octagon like it's Saturday night at a club, dodging and weaving, throwing hands with precision, but let's not forget his takedown defense. It's like trying to nick a chip from your mate's plate without him noticing. Like, we all see it, like, it's good, but it's not great. With Whittaker, I'm not saying that his takedown defense is bad. Like, look at him fighting against Romero. That was pretty good. Like, he was fighting against like a good wrestler, but his takedown defense was pretty good. It wasn't bad. But Chimaev ain't a regular dude, you know. He's bringing that A-grade wrestling like he's auditioning for the Olympics, in it. Like, now Whittaker, bro, he's built different. Like, he's built like a tank, but he moves like he's got oil in his veins, bro. Like, he's nimble with it, but only on a good day. Cause we saw how he fought against DDP. And he also put his chin on display when he got clipped by Paulo Costa. I don't know how he kept standing. Like, I know he got saved by the bell because it was in the last few seconds that he got clipped. But bro, that fight was a banger still. Let's be honest. And you know, this fight got the ends buzzing. Like, it's been a while since Khamzat stepped foot in the ring. Like, with Khamzat, he's like always some visa issues, health issues. Man was like, I can't fucking fight no more because I got sick and I got the Rona in the past. And then he was like, I tweeted out like, I don't want to be a fighter no more because I'm gonna die or something. But yeah, and then later on, he came back fighting, but then he had some visa issues, so he can only fight in his own ground, which is Saudi Arabia now. For some reason, he just moved out of Sweden. But yeah, so how I think this fight's gonna go down is like, Whittaker, he's a seasoned fighter. He's seen it all. He's been in the division, former champion lab. You know, he's seen it all. He's fought the best. I think why he has the edge over Khamzat Chimaev is that he had 5 rounders, and a lot of them, in fact, like, even when he won his championship for the first time against Romero, it was indeed a five rounder. He won by decision. So yeah, and he's got a good takedown defense as well. Like, and if Khamzat is just relying on his wrestling, you have to think outside the box. So yeah, but I don't want to sleep on Khamzat either. That guy is a beast for real. Like, he moves like a heavyweight, but strikes like he's got personal beef with the air itself. He gets a bit too emotional, but things that sets him apart from a lot of other fighters is his freestyle wrestling is so good. But what is concerning for him is the fact that in the past as well he had health issues, and you know, he runs through pretty much all his competition until it's until it's the top tier. Like, every time he's fighting someone at the top level, he has struggled. And he hadn't had a five rounder with none of them yet. Like Kamaru Usman and Gilbert Burns, that fight was so close. Like it could have gone either way. And he was like, "Oh, my hand got hurt." Like, nah, bro, allow that. You don't have the cardio, man. Especially with Kamaru Usman, I get it. Gilbert Burns was like busted up by the round third, but Hughes was breathing heavy as well. Like, your life depended on it. Like you were in trouble, and same with Kamaru Usman as well. Now the street's been talking, saying Khamzat's gonna bulldoze through Whittaker, but hold up, like, it ain't that straightforward. Whittaker ain't no easy mule. Man's got hands, can move, and his takedown defense is slick, you know. Plus his striking is on a different level. He's been in wars, came out looking fresh, and he's got a good chin. Like, if you remember the roundhouse kick by Paulo Costa, I don't know how that man survived that, you know. He's not gonna get knocked out with one punch. I mean, anyone can get knocked out by one punch, but with his sort of experience, I don't think he will allow that to happen. Secondly, like, I know Khamzat's wrestling is way better than a lot of other fighters, but saying that, it does take a lot of endurance and stamina. So if you're taking him down over and over again, you're not Habib. You're probably gonna lose all that stamina, and by the time that you're on the 4th or 5th round, you're gassed, you know. So Khamzat, as I said, he's hungry, looking to prove he's not just a hype. First round, expect him. First round, what I expect is that he's gonna charge like he's got a point to prove. But here's where it gets peak, yeah. Khamzat got power, but can he keep it? Like, from the past shows, you have to be careful. You have to follow a game plan. He can't be too emotional with it. Whittaker, on the other hand, is strategic. He knows this game. If he weathers the early storm, keeps his head and plays smart, he could turn the tables in the later round. It's all about pacing, innit? So what's the verdict? Khamzat comes in all guns blazing, looking to end it quick, and fails to put Whittaker away. He could find himself gassed out, open for the taking. Whittaker got the experience, and the Arsenal could capitalize on that, but in the end, it's looking like a proper match. It can go either way. Early rounds, I give it to Khamzat, but if it goes to the later rounds, I would say it's Whittaker. If you're asking about my prediction, look, I think Whittaker will win, but saying that, it's always a bad option to choose against, like, you know, these Dagestani Chechnyan fighters. So I'll still say Khamzat will win, but it's gonna be a close fight, you know. So now with that, let us know in the comments below, who do you think is, like, let us know your picks. Also tell us about the topics that you want me to cover next. And if you haven't watched the video that we made on Ilir Topuria, like his rise to stardom and to the championship level, do watch it, man. Took a lot of effort to do that. And if you haven't subscribed already, do it, man. What you waiting for? And yeah, until next time, safe.